Sooner Scoop HD.
It's been amazing. First off, it takes guys who really want to dive deep into it and learn it, and that's what they've been. So, my job's been easy. It's been a conversation, communication on both sides to, really just get on the same page. It also takes questions, and they ask great questions. So having that makes my job a lot easier. Never really thought about that, but great question. For me, man, I'm just want to represent my university, my coaches, my teammates in a positive way. And any way I can do that, shoot, I'm gonna be that for my team. Yep. Yeah, the dime time retreat was just, kind of starting from the beginning. I've always watched Russell Wilson and what he's been able to do, obviously on a bigger scale and in the NFL with his team. So I kind of tried to replicate that and model that, and obviously booked an Airbnb in Lawton, Oklahoma, kind of away from everything, and had some throwing sessions, had some just time on the lake with the guys, and made sure to eat every meal together, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. That was a big point for me, just to connect with one another. No phones, just enjoying each other's time, whether it's playing pool, out in the back playing cornhole. It was just a good time, and I think that's just had a big impact on us connecting. Obviously the freshmen coming in the summer as well. Just being able to connect with them, it was a great time. Didn't always loved that idea, and I think just when I got here, my mindset was just go for broke, go all in, and like I said, I made it a point to do it, and love the concept of it. 2 nights in a house stuck together, you know what I mean, like guys sleeping on the ground, and because we had not enough beds, whatever it was. It was just the idea of it, of us all being under one roof, just being all in, being with the guys. I've just learned to invest in the people you care and love for, whether it's, taking the time to just have a conversation or asking the necessary questions, to learn more about someone. And that experience, truly made me do that. We took away the phones, and, you had to put the phone down and talk to people. So just playing the game, playing Madden with people, getting competitive, playing pool, played a little pickup basketball. It was just a great time. So super proud of that time, and had such a fun time. For sure, I think you just get closer. For me, it had an impact on me with, of course, I'm really close to Marvin. Of course, I'm really close to Drake Stoops. Of course, I'm really close to Jaleel. But I think it really made me, branch out and continue to grow with different relationships. And it's done the same for others. So just being able to connect with everyone, it was really fun. And like I said, we had a blast. It's 11 on 11. Football's football, and I'm excited that it is on a bigger stage, and I'm excited for the opportunity. But man, you dream for moments in big games, and you dream of leading the team in a 2-minute drill to go win the game and score a tutty. So I'm just living out my dream, and all my dreams came true. I think it's just with the receiver position, there's just a bunch of guys who got a bunch to prove, and who just haven't had the opportunity for some reason. But I think each and every guy, Nick Anderson and Jaden Gibson being the younger guys, stepping up. I think LV and JJ coming in, transferring in, seeing what they can do has been very positive. And then, of course, with Marvin, Drake, Jaleel, Theo, just taking that to a whole nother level. And kind of seeing their growth, seeing our growth together from January to now. It's special, but it's also, I'm proud of them for sure. No, no, I just think it's a beautiful thing, when nobody's on it or everyone's on it, whatever it is, it's preseason. You still got to go out there and earn it every single week. Um, that's why we play the game, for to find out who wins, who loses, and I think every single day, no matter what, preseason, whatever it is, you still got to look yourself in the mirror every single day, and continue to find ways to, get better and work out skills and drills, in the film room, whatever it is. So, we're just going to control what we can control. Like I said, I think that's why we play the game, regardless of preseason, uh, rankings or whatever. You're going to come out here and you're going to play a game, and there's a winner and a loser. I think the amount of growth is what really stood out, and seeing where we were in January, seeing where we are in July, and seeing where we're going to be in 3 weeks, going into fall camp. Um, it's been an amazing ride, amazing journey, and just consistently finding ways to get better every single day is going to be really important leading into fall camp. I just say connection, the connection with my teammates, connection with my coaches, the trust, the belief in one another. Um, I think that's something that, you can't measure that, can be the difference maker. For sure, the intensity definitely rose, once we hit in June, and I think when we came back, everyone knew the mindset was to take it to another level, and I believe we did that. And think, we got 3 more weeks here before fall camp to finish and to try and squeeze as much out of the orange as we can, and I feel like, we're in a position to do so. I'd say just connection with the team, like I said, being able to have a whole spring and countless throwing sessions, being able to have a whole spring and have, film and talking through with, the guys, just their questions, my questions, and answering every single question. So when we came back in the summer, we could take it to the next level with those certain aspects of our game. So I've seen that grow. And just the timing of everything, man, I feel really confident in what we've been able to do so far. So, I think, just in this whole thing, I think everyone just needs a believer, And, I'm the biggest believer in Benno. I think the coaching staff obviously was, bringing him in. But for the most part, I just think he's a downhill runner. The dude just wants to win, loves to run the ball, and he's really good at it. So I'm excited and proud of him. Obviously, have known him for a while and, love that guy to death for sure. For sure, I see it as a huge responsibility. I said it, before. I just want to represent this university, my coaches, and my teammates, with class, with respect, with confidence and humility, and I take that very seriously. I think what's really cool about me and Marvin is we're very similar. Just the way we approach football, but also the way we approach life. And you know, as we connected and continue to have conversations, and over the past 6 or 7 months, I feel really confident in the person he is. He's a great human being and someone that I'd love to be a friend with, and that's why this relationship has been so smooth, so easy. And that's on, like, not even on the field, right? And what he's been able to do on the field is elite. He's a game changer, and he's proven it last year. But what he's about to do this year is take it to a whole nother level, and I've seen him grow in so many ways. Davis in general are great guys. Really funny. We have a great time in that QB room. Ralph, Micah, Nick. The whole room is just a very healthy room, and one that I'm proud to be a part of. But for Davis, man, he can spin the ball, as well as general. But most importantly, I think playing the QB position, you got to be very cerebral, very smart, very intelligent when it comes to plays. Because I've seen a bunch of guys who can sling it really well, but just can't put that side of it together. But knowing that they have that, and when we talk ball, they're very intelligent about it. We're all new here, but like I feel like this locker room is so mature, and the way they welcome us with open arms, it's been very easy and very smooth. So knowing that we got guys on the team that are all about team, it feels really good. Yep. He's my head coach, and I see him as my head coach, and yeah, this might be his first rodeo, but man, this guy's been coaching for a while. You know what I mean? And he's intelligent. The way he motivates us. If you were to ask me, and I didn't know anything prior to his past, I think he'd been a head coach for 10 years. Um, like I said, the way he motivates us, his energy is infectious. His obsession and passion for the game of football. I mean, he's an elite coach, and one I'm proud to play for. For sure. No, he does. He just his perspective on football. I think he's been around the game so much that of course he's a defensive minded coach, but I mean he's scheming up offenses all the time, so he knows tendencies, and just being able to pick his brain on the defensive side, I think it's really changed my perspective as well. Yep. I've always been a people person, and I really truly care about relationships. I think those are the most important thing in life, because if you really care about someone, you're going above and beyond for whatever they're asking for, and um, that that for me means a lot. I love my teammates, I love people, I love everyone in this building, and it goes farther than just that team. The people that help us in the equipment room, training staff, the nutrition staff, the strength staff. I mean, everyone has a hand in this, and I think relationships are everything. In the position I'm in, I have to be that, and it's been so normal for me because I've been doing it from a young age. Just the way I was raised, family's everything, and I love my family to death, and it's always been a family thing. If we're going to the grocery store, everyone's going. If we're doing whatever it is, so with this team, I try to model the same thing, and I'm the type of guy, man, if I'm going out to eat, I'm not going alone. I'm bringing somebody and just think life is about doing it together. Shoot, his hair's got longer. He's been lifting some weight. Now I'm playing, but coach has evolved. We've been away from each other for 2 years, whatever. But just like he's evolved, I've evolved. We've grown, and just to see the growth, in his play calling to now. I mean, I always knew he had it in him, and it was just about the opportunity. So him being here now and being back together, man, that's family, and love him to death. Never been here. It's a really nice stadium, but just when Coach BV talks, man, he's got a lot of knowledge. So every time, I try to listen, try to ask questions, and pick his brain because, like I said, he's got a lot of knowledge about the game. He's played in a lot of different situational football, and any knowledge I can pick up from him, I'm gonna. I think everyone has been, because of the change, everyone has been, very open to just something new, something different, and I think they've been able to, combine and talk, and they've probably had their, times of discussions, but I think everyone's been able to, kind of mix the pot and create and have their own touch on it. So, in the pass game, run game, whatever it is, I think they've been able to collaborate and do both what they've been really good at. Eric Gilliard, man, he's a stud. I think really highly of him. I think he's a run stopper, very aggressive, but more importantly, just a great dude. EG's a great guy, and had a blast playing with him. For sure, no, very smart, always in the right place at the right time. Man, Ethan's been a man who's just a sponge. He really wants to get better and really wants to be the best version of himself. And seeing him being able to take this summer and grab it and really make it his. You can see it in his body. You can see it, in the film room, and then you can see it when we're doing skills and drills. Man, he's just working his butt off, and I'm very proud of him. For sure, and he's a kind of a quiet guy, but when he turns it on, you see it, man. Ethan's ready to go. Oh, Coach Chavis is he's a he's a dude. He's hilarious. His energy is just he can go. He can go nonstop, and I think that's the kind of guy you want in the defensive line room. The way the defensive line position has to be played. Every snap going all out. Rushing the passer and stopping the run. I think having that kind of guy in the D line room will bring out kind of the same energy in everyone else. I think for NIL, it's just surrounding yourself around good people. I think it's a great preparation for what people have to come, either at the next level or just in life. So I think, there's a lot of positives. But that's what I'll continue to look at. Just surround yourself around great people. Have people in your corner for the right reasons. And, all should happen just how it should. For sure. I think we're just at a very young age, right? And there's guys who come in at 17, 18, and they have to grow up quick. So I think it's just, like I said, teaching us. Coach Beebe has done a great job at educating us. Whether it's taxes, what to sign, what not to sign, who to talk to, when to get someone to help you look over that contract. But just having that education side of it and letting people know that they got their back. I think change is inevitable, and as we're seeing, I think things will continue to change and evolve. But I mean, everyone's got their opinion about it. I think there's many positives, and it should be a fun one. It's college football, land of the unknown, and of the continuous evolution. So we'll see how it all plays out. But for me, just controlling what I can control, and you know, playing it year by year, game by game. I think it's exciting. I think this is an opportunity that everyone looks for and dreams for as a young kid. You dream about in your backyard throwing a touchdown, a deep ball to go win the game, and now I'm just living out my dream and playing in atmospheres I always wanted to play in. So I just look at it as a great opportunity. I'm really excited and think this is what the game's all about. Go strap it up and play for 60 minutes. Yep. Yeah, just like I said, I'm continuing to meet guys who've played here, and I think just not only the quarterback position, because the quarterback position is one thing, right? And there's a lot of strong guys who've played here and done really well, but just all over. I mean, you look at the offensive line position, you look at the receiver position, you look at the running back position. And on the defense side of the ball, there's just so many guys who've been through this program, and I think it's just a prestigious program with the amount of talent and well-rounded human beings that have been in here. What really stood out to me is just the love and the passion for this university. You look at the spring game having 75,000 guys, people just at that game. And then you look at, the softball game that I went to one, and it's a packed house with a bunch of crimson and cream. And then you go to, you turn on the TV and you watch the baseball team, and it's another, crimson and cream and a bunch of supporters. So I think just the love for this university and the amount of people that are very passionate about it, I think that's what really stands out. Yeah, I give him a little call, when I first committed, and obviously got a great connection with him, and so grateful for him. Um, but yeah, just a great conversation, being able to talk to him and catch up, and obviously wish me the best of luck. First lefty. When he won, I was born, so not trying to diss on Coach Hyde, but. Yep. Of course, and probably a lot of it I probably couldn't say on camera, but what I will say is this is what the game's all about. Rivalries, big games, great atmospheres. I mean, the fans love it, the players love it, everyone loves it. I mean, that's what we dream to play in. So that's why we strap it up and play for 60 minutes. Go find out who's the winner, who's the loser, and that's what it's all about. definitely giving me some grief. But Jenna's a great one. Love her to death, and what she's been able to do on the volleyball court is unreal. So yeah, she definitely gave me a couple texts, for whatever the hand signal is, but it is what it is. Rather not say. Yeah, the shoes. So I got a little custom Air Monarchs. So they're known on the streets as dad shoes, but for me, I've been able to take it to another level, custom them, put my little twist on them, and they're one of one. So in my eyes, if I were to sell these, probably be around 50,000. No, but I just love these shoes. They're very comfortable and little Christian Dior combination with some Air Monarchs. So comfort, style, that's my type of vibe.
Sooner Scoop HD.